just off of the point of contact. So in the ninth Tai Chi class, we talked about the ability to influence and control the point of leverage and the way that the leverage is acting on your body inside of you, and how you can use that against the other person or to influence how the other person is moving, engaging, interacting, all of those things. And so, let me have one of you is all good. And so literally, if I'm here putting out force, which is not Tai Chi and not correct and all that kind of thing, he can find that point of leverage for me if I was a solid object to tilt and move me with it, right? And so even if I'm like, grrr, and we're both doing that, we're both looking for that in the other person, but it's literally that to that while looking for, oh, I got a point of leverage. He got a point of leverage. Oh, I got a point of leverage. And so part of this is this ability to become to the magnetic quality, the drawing him in quality that takes away his point of leverage. The problem is if I collapse doing that, you just come straight on in behind it and then he moves me. So I need to be able to do this, get that in, make sure you're on me there, in, right? And if he starts to get a point of leverage to that, maybe switch to back out. And just that switch inside, the difference between here, find the leverage point, and the other way will make a big difference on how this person is being influenced and their ability, because if they can find a point of leverage, they have to keep it. And if I change enough, keep finding a point of leverage again, and I can change enough like that. And that if I change from one extreme to the other from where it is, it's kind of like if you're lifting up a refrigerator or the edge of a heavy appliance, stove or washing machine, and you have your leverage in order to tilt it. But then if you somehow lose all that leverage and you're in a bad position now and it's heavy enough, it will fall forward and crush you. And it was moving, but not because it was alive or it had to add anything, but because of its position with gravity helping it. And so what happens here is that if I try to force in here with him, I'm giving him the point of leverage to move me with. If from here I come off of that, keep trying to keep on the point of leverage, it becomes very easy to move him in all sorts of ways. And as long as I can manipulate that leverage, you try to correct, right? And so he corrects and corrects, corrects. And I can even sink back here. It took the leverage away now, but come in behind it, woohoo, like that. Yep, go ahead and do that again. There you go. All right, so now come again. And I changed the leverage up enough so that just him coming into that, trying to have the same leverage he had before, it's not going to work now. And in fact, it'll toss him out. And all I've got to do is be willing to fill the space. I don't even have to really work against him that much or hard. Come again. And if I will go from one and back into the other and can get him to overextend, or in Tai Chi terms, a lot of times to rely on me where I was, go ahead. It'll toss him pretty good with very little effort on your side. And that's from here to here, but I can also do it where I'm this way. Now this is the harder one for people usually, and I'm on the back, and I come, and I'm doing that so you can see the difference. Now, if I'm way up on top of the ground and he's down underneath of me, no, he's got leverage the whole time, so I change that leverage point like that, so come to where I'm at now, he's got to find it, right? And so he has, and then I changed mine again. And just that act of him having to find that place to do that in me, and then you get better and better and better at it to the point that it begins to look like I'm not having to do anything. But that's a matter of working through it the way I'm talking about here over time and getting very good at it. And then also, when their leverage and all their positioning is good, learning how to find and control that leverage. You can stop me from doing that anytime. And not giving you a point of leverage, right? Just off of the point of contact, like that. Okay, so obviously in the class we're going through more drills and stuff for this, but I gave you the gist of it right there. There's other stuff to know and other stuff to work at. Obviously, it probably won't look like that in the beginning, but keep doing it with the idea that I'm explaining. The other thing we did say was about the magnetic and electric, and that ideally I would put one, like the front foot and the back foot at the same time, and then switch, and it gives me more internal ability to really manipulate that both faster and in more depth through my body. So that from here, if he pushes me, there's the leverage point, but if I shift to here, go ahead, it's changed. So he has to reach into me, he has to feel down in there in order to do that. And if I change again, which is what I just did, it tosses him again. And then the goal is to do that with less and less and less effort, because you really don't need most of it, a little bit, 4 ounces, that kind of thing. Coming to catch me there. And you get the idea. All right. Have fun. Thanks for watching.